And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Parks. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Parks. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Parks. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Off play action. Parks. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Back to throw. Parks. This one swung out to Williams. Touchdown! Javonte Williams from a yard out. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Lance now to throw. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They go play action here on first down. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And a short return to the 6-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance looking to throw it. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Lance now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing now is Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Rush in. Rush in. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Five yards remain on second down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
56. Got you. I got you, sir. I got you, sir. 56 at the mic. We got it.
Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They hand it off to Mostert. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Sermon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On second and goal, here's the option. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll run with Mostert. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Switch. Sponge. Shift. Check 3.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals, the best part of it.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 35 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now McManus for the extra point. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because...
And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. They fake the handoff, now Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
56.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Hamler now on the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
54, right there, 54.
Looking to throw. Parks will find Williams on the slant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Off the play fake. Parks. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Working with a 2nd and 4. On play action, Lance. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check, check. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch out. Check.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Mostert. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Lance. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
This is Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down at 4.
Watch just me and you. It's just me and you.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Yeah, he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So the false start will back them up 5. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Mike 18, Mike 18. I'm coming after you. Watch 18. 18's the mic.
To throw, it's Lance. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
18. 18's the mic. Here we go. Mike 18, Mike 18. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Lance to throw it. This is caught. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Completed pass, brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him.
Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Lance again going to keep it. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Off-play action. Parks rolling to his right. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. McManus's point after is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Oh, wide open. Complete. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
No.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Off the play fake. Parks. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
McManus now for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Lance now on first down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. And Lance going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Operating from the gun, Parks. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the 49ers came up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home.